At 5'2", Colonel Danielle Ngo might not look like it, but she is a force of nature. She's beaten back wildfires, helped capture Saddam Hussein in Iraq, and jumped out of planes.
I always wanted to jump out of perfectly good aircraft, so I always wanted to be a paratrooper.
Ngo has paved the way for Asian Americans as the highest active duty woman of Vietnamese descent in the U.S. Army.
We are proud of what she does.
She currently serves as the executive officer for the Army's Inspector General, Lieutenant General Leslie Smith.
She's the enforcer.
I make things happen behind the scenes.
Happen, right.
Really
not just for the 200 people that are here, but those additional 1,400 inspectors generals that support commanders out in the field.
Ngo's grandmother, the first woman on the left, worked at the U.S. Embassy in Saigon. So in 1975, when the Vietnam War was ending, Ngo fled to the Saigon airport with her mother and younger sister as the North Vietnamese bombed the city.
The ceiling was crumbling and it was falling down because the airport was under attack.
U.S. personnel rushed her family onto a plane waiting to take off.
It was too heavy and they had to get more people on, so they actually took equipment and threw it off the plane. The Army had rescued us at the end of the war, and so I knew that I wanted to give something back.
So when Ngo turned 17, she wanted to enlist.
I went to my mother and she said, no way. I was 17, I had to get her approval and her signature because I was underage. She's like, no way. She said, I did not take you from a war for you to go back into a war.
Eventually, she convinced her mother to let her join, and she has not looked back, paving the way for other military women.
Females weren't allowed in the combat unit. And I remember begging, please, send me to one of the 2 combat battalions and give me a shot.
The Army gave in as an experiment, she says, and she started jumping out of aircraft with her unit.
Then I found out I was pregnant with my first child. And I was like, oh no, I gotta get into jump master school. So I didn't let anybody know that I was pregnant.
She jumped out of aircraft 3 times while pregnant before admitting it was too risky.
Should never have done that, but it was just the mindset at the time. And that's why I tell my story to other females, because they need to know that some of the things I did, they don't need to do anymore. Because women are so much more accepted now.
Ngo eventually worked her way into a combat engineering post, a mostly male occupation. And after decades of demolitions, Ngo's combat engineering prowess has earned a nod from national engineering organization Discover E.
I'm getting recognized as an engineer, the one branch that I wanted, because I thought it was the toughest branch at the time that you could be in for a female. It's pretty nice.
Now, this Trailblazer is adding Asian American Engineer of the Year to her lifetime of accomplishments. Carla Babb, VOA News, the Pentagon.